Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot, and the theme today is the boys, and we've looked at Prince George and this story about Harry focusing his attention on Prince George going forward. Now we're going to look at Archie because finally we have a face to attach to the name after the beach adventure. I don't think it was last weekend. Internet sleuths have calculated it was probably not last weekend, but family outing, surf school, surf camp. Archie was learning how to surf. We saw some glimpses of him and Lilibet in the photos taken by or released to TMZ, the papped photos, but then on the Surf Academy or whatever they're called Instagram account, it was a video, it was a story, and Archie was revealed rolling around on the sand playing while the other kids were standing watching. We got a very good look at him. He looked quite different to the Archies we've seen so far, interestingly. He also looked a little bit older maybe than one would have thought. I know boys and girls have growth spurts, so maybe it's just that. Also a bit surprising that the big reveal was on someone else's Instagram account, not Madame's, and for free. You know, she doesn't like to give the milk away for free. Also, some comments about his behavior that I'm not going to go into too much, but some people speculating about whether his behavior is a little bit, shall we say, divergent. Going to do a short reading. My spidey senses are telling me this is a very dangerous territory, even for a humble tarot reader. So the longer reading that I have planned, I am scaling down to just 5 cards. And I'm using the cute ghost tarot, even though the ghost child now has a face. And as I say, a very Harry looking face. Not, in my opinion, as much like the previous Archie as we've ever seen. Speculation about the existence of an older boy in the UK has always been around. I have looked at that theory. It's back in my mind, having seen this Archie at his surf lessons and playing around. He looks much more extrovert than the little Archie that I've read on before. Anyway, short little 5-card reading. We're going to ask about this boy just generally. We're going to ask why he just looks and feels a bit different. Anything universe wants to tell us about that. How Meghan feels about the fact that the big reveal happened someone else's Instagram account for free, allegedly. Is she pleased with it? Is she furious? And we're going to just do a quick check-in with the boys' development and ask if all is okay there. As I say, I'm being very cautious. This is just tarot. It is for fun and entertainment. It is all my opinion. It is all speculation. I read energy here and that's all I do. And there is a big fat disclaimer in the box below. Please read it and do your own research and form your own opinions. And remember, we are dealing with an innocent child. And so let's keep it pleasant, shall we? We've got the heartbreak card at the root of this whole thing. 3 of Blades, which is the 3 of Swords in normal tarot. An unusual sight you wouldn't expect. Family day out, all there, celebrating, enjoying themselves, hanging out with other parents, watching their kids have fun, learn new skills, do well, and all of that. And yet we have the card of heartbreak as our underlying energy. It is Madame's 44th birthday today. I don't know if she's put anything out. It's a little bit early my time where I am for birthday celebrations to be starting in Montecito. And she's been hit quite hard in the Daily Mail today with the bullying story. It's been brought back by the Daily Mail, front page today. Not happy. There is something very sad, something very off about this whole situation. The last card, pretty much, I would expect to get in a reading like this. So let's move on and see if we can find out why. Oh well, let's put this there as well. Let's put this there as well. The Strength card in reverse. It's her energy, so that clarifies that. It was staring at me the whole time. That's her energy. It's Leo, Major Arcana. And there is the broken heart. Leo is the heart chakra. It represents heart. It represents love, warmth, and rapport with other people. That open-hearted, generous energy that Leo, when Leo is at its best, does so beautifully. Leo gets a bad rap on this channel only because of one person, unfortunately. It's her energy. Put this thing up, leak the things to TMZ. This is masking heartbreak. Okay, situation. We're supposed to be reading on Archie and the... Okay, I've got the Four of Blades in reverse. This is kind of weird because I have done a reading already, which I've decided to bin, possibly. Same topics, much longer reading, and I spent most of it with the devil staring at me furiously and decided let's scale it down and tread more carefully, bearing in mind we are dealing with a young boy, an innocent young boy. But the same card came out in the same place in the previous reading, the Four of Blades or Swords in reverse. Someone who's going through a very difficult time and who should actually just be taking some time out to heal, to think, to pivot, to just give the public a bit of a break from her, but you can't do it. Can't do it. So all of this stuff has been put out in the public and it should not have been. The public is now witnessing her collapse, her humiliation, her possible even ruin at a reputational level, and now the children are being dragged into it. And well, we'll see what this reading has to say about Archie and how happy she is for Archie's face to be splashed all over the place. But that's not a good energy. That's an energy of someone who really needs to take time out and recover, and I'm even going to say, and this is my opinion, sober up maybe. And is just insisting on the attention and the notice, however damaging that is and however damaged she is or her life is right now, her brand, her marriage, whatever is going on. Let's talk about the boy. Let's talk about Archie, because she's intruding in this reading like mad now. We got the Queen of Coins, and that's a very positive energy. That's a very grounded energy. This is a boy who's out there having fun, who feels loved and supported, which is a good energy. Queen of Coins. There were women around him. It looked like a nanny. They looked like a surf instructor possibly who was helping him and enjoying himself. A healthy activity, good memories being made, very grounding, very normal, very just very healthy energy from the female figures around him. Not this energy here of the cards that I am indicating. I would say other energy around him that's giving him support, fun, encouragement, good, wholesome activities. That's how I'm reading this. Okay. Why does he feel different for me energetically? Why does he look somewhat different? He looks very hairy. He looks different to the boy we've seen previously. What's going on there? If we can just ask the... Oh dear. What did I say about the previous reading and I had the devil staring at me the whole way through? You can't make this up. I still have the reading. I'm not going to load that reading. But the devil is back on the table. The devil is the great deceiver. The great deceiver. I'm going to leave it there. And you can imagine what you think the deception is. But I'm rather horrified. And I can't tell you how much I shuffled to see that again. There. Okay, let's move on. And let us ask the question about the big reveal on the Surf School's Instagram account. How What does Meghan feel about it? Was she happy? Was she in on it? Was she furious? What? I've got the Temperance card now. And the Temperance card it's called Balance in this tarot. It's about moderation. It's about blending energy. It's about harmonizing. So I think that she's okay with this. I think she's okay with this. And I think the reason she's okay with it, possibly first of all, nobody was coming up with a handsome sum of money for the big reveal, a magazine or whatever. We might still get. This might be easing into it. This might be a way for her to say, see, there were other people and we're just normal, and take the edge off the whole thing. Take the edge off the whole thing maybe for Harry, who has been so resistant to showing his kids in public. See, other kids are being shown. It's normal. It's healthy. Queen of Coins. And then we can sell our story to whoever because we've eased into it. We're being moderate, we're being temperate, we're not being greedy and grasping. If they just go full throttle and sell the kids' pictures for the highest price, it's going to look really bad. See, I'm being angelic, not like that. I'm being angelic and I'm letting someone else be the intermediary. Angels are intermediaries. So that's what's going on. It looks innocent. It looks like he's just hanging out with his friends. I don't think that it's that innocent. Last card. As I say, some people have commented on Archie's behavior in the video. Briefest of clips. Not really appropriate to diagnose anything from such a brief glimpse of a child on a fun day out on the beach. Let's just ask how he is doing developmentally. Is there anything that's a problem? And I've got the Queen of Wands, Queen of Sticks in reverse. Might be somewhat disappointing to Meghan at some level with that Queen of Sticks. This is her energy that's shown up. Also for him, with the Queen of Sticks, in reverse, it's very, very theatrical. It's over the top kind of energy. It's a lot of energy that doesn't really know what to do with itself. And so far what we've heard about Archie, and this is why people are a bit puzzled about the Archie that we have seen on the beach, is that we've heard that he is maybe a nervous child, a reserved child, an anxious child, that kind of energy. The one we saw on the beach was extroverted, drawing attention to himself, having a wild old time. He might be a bit of a handful, Queen of Sticks in reverse, but like Harry, the redhead, who was a bit of a handful for Diana, who preferred to hang out with the quiet, reserved child William. So Archie might be not quite behaving the way she expects him to behave, because manners, we've heard that, allegedly. And so he might be quite difficult. He might be a bit wild, all over the place, and she might not like it. I'm not getting issues as such here in this reading. I'm getting behavior that might be over exuberant, just a bit unpredictable, out of control. Again, as I say, a bit like Harry's, around the same age. So we're going to leave it there. And I see you, and I suspect you see me, and that's where we'll leave it today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.